Yeah, I just took a shower. What about it? Huh? What are you, the grease police? Getting all offended because I'm practicing good hygiene? If you can't handle me at my cleanest, you don't deserve me at my dirtiest. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Piss your pants? Piss in your little panties over there? Make a little wet spot? Make a little accident in your little britches, huh? Little trouser spillage? I showered. So what? Now, there's something that I really want to talk about today, but before I can talk about that, I need to give you a little lore update on me and talk about something that I've been doing for a little bit, just to give background and context for what I'm going to go into in just a minute. So, Tiana, my girlfriend, is a vet tech, and being a vet tech, she's constantly around animals who need emergency surgery or very, very expensive things done to them to improve their quality of life or save their life. And she'll tell me all kinds of fucking terrible horror stories, you know. Dog came in that was hit by 6 cars and then a helicopter landed on top of it and exploded and we needed to perform emergency surgery that costed $1 million. It's extremely expensive stuff, and given the state of the world, a lot of families can't afford these life-saving or life-changing operations for their pets. And she'd tell me about them, and it always just really upset me to hear that, because there's not a whole ton of options in the vet world when it comes to getting these operations done for a good price. You pretty much front most of it out of pocket, from what I understand. So what I've done is I've paid for animal surgeries for families that can't afford it, or if a family just takes a massive financial hit covering the pet's surgery, I'll step in and just cover it so that way they can focus on what actually matters, which is getting their pet the surgery and the treatment that it requires. Because it's just terrible to hear, you know, like a family just paid every single dime they had in order to save old Buster, their gold retriever or something. Then they take Buster home and they can't afford food, so the family starves to death and Buster starts eating their corpses. It's sad when these things are this expensive and people can't afford it. So what I've liked to do is just cover it for them. And since Tiana's in the vet world, she's able to tell me about these things to let me know what's going on and who needs some help. And why I'm even telling you all this is because last night I asked chat if there was any interest in helping 2 dogs that needed these very expensive surgeries that was just a little more than I could cover. I'm typically paying for something in the 2 to 4,000 range. These 2 surgeries, one of them being a life or death surgery, totaled 17,000 between the 2 dogs total, which is just a ton of money, and I was extremely nervous to even take that idea to viewers because I don't know how things like that are perceived, especially for 2 animals they don't even know. One of them was Tiana's coworker's dog that suffered a very bad incident, and the other one was someone that I knew that I was talking to about all of this. And the chat said, yeah. So last night we did like a little fundraiser during a stream, had incredible amount of support. Trainwrecks came by and donated 1,000. Jacksepticeye, Sean came by and donated 1,000. Jackson with 1,000. Certainly not Jesus, another 1,000. It was absolutely fucking insane. And after the fundraiser at the end of the stream, we were up to $14,000, and I felt more than comfortable covering the last 3K because that was absolutely unbelievable support from the community. And I really just wanted to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to everyone that helped. Now, there's more I want to talk about than just saying thank you for the incredible thing that happened last night. And by the way, the money has gone to both the families, and it's well taken care of now, and hoping for a very speedy recovery for both the dogs, Rhea and Milo. But what I want to talk about specifically is, if you've been around the channel for a long time, you'll know that for like 5 years, I was donating all my YouTube money to charity. And then I stopped because I felt like I was just getting scammed by the charity, where some goofy, cartoonishly evil supervillain with a little fucking twirly mustache was just taking my money and doing nothing with it, not actually going to where I wanted it to. So I stopped donating to charity. And then I switched to just finishing off GoFundMe goals, but there was also scams. It was just a lot of other cartoonishly evil supervillains with shit-stained underwear in the dark basement caves that they dwell in. Absolutely sick fucking people to scam like that. But either way, I experienced a lot of that too. So I just want to be clear. I don't want people to just start sending me like 100 GoFundMes a day asking, you know, can we make this the goal? Because I don't know those people. I don't know if that's real or just another scam, if it's legitimate or not, or even a real person. Whereas when I'm doing these things to help people's pets, I know that they're real people because Tiana knows them physically in person at her work, not just some anonymous email from user XXLollycannon14 or something that's sending this GoFundMe that was started 4 minutes ago about some fucking unicorn that needs an ankle replacement surgery. I just don't want this to have opened Pandora's box for people to try try and take advantage of it in really cruel, disgusting ways. And I just wanted to make that clear right now because I know things like that happen because I've experienced it before. So I wanted to just get that out there right now. When I do these things to help pets, it's people that I know genuinely are real and really do need the help, and these are real situations. So I just wanted to make that very clear. I just don't want this to spiral out of control into something negative, which is why I keep most of my donating stuff private in the first place. But since I did this last night publicly because I really wanted to help these two dogs but couldn't afford to, it's something that I needed to address. So that's why I'm talking about it now. And I do, again, want to give a massive thank you to the people that did support the goal last night. That meant a whole ton to me and even more to the families of the animals. So thank you all very much. And I hope you can all understand where I'm coming from with wanting to keep this kind of thing less public. And really, that's about it. See ya.